Hello everybody, Quailafay here. We've paid our loan. Let's go. We have another half of our journey to do. We have 400 miles left, 7 hours driving. Not enough fuel for that though. We need to get some diesel. And now we're just gonna take the rest of the journey calmly, and we're gonna look at all the viewpoints and stuff. We are gonna burn some fuel accelerating onto the highway. This is gonna be expensive, Philip, because I think this is the lowest I've let this truck go so far in fuel. Yeah, 323 per gallon. That's good. Still dipping back into 56,000. 173 gallons. All right, let's plan this out a little bit. It's gonna be a longer episode, probably, depending on what we see. Do I want to? It's gonna be a little bit of a detour, but I think it's worth it. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go view these couple viewpoints. We're gonna take that photo as well, and then there's a photo over there, and there's a lot to discover here. All right, we're probably going to have. I'm gonna drive by that probably. We'll have maybe I'll. Actually, no, it's not as much as I was thinking. We'll explore Dodge City a little bit at the end of this episode. All right, let's get liquid. Our next stop is 72 miles away. And we have a perfect truck. Yes. I'm curious as to when we'll have to service our truck. Maybe it's at the 10,000 mile mark. If it is, I'm afraid it might be more expensive. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Onto the highway. Also, how long do we have to finish the job? Another 15 hours. Perfect. So we can't sleep, but we could waste our time. Which is good. Alright, this truck could not pick a worse gear for this. We need to get over one more lane. We're off to the races. I think I'll hold it at... We're a lighter load, so I'm gonna hold it at 65 today. Now that we're not on a time crunch. At all. Speed limit's gone down a bit. Yeah, minimum is 60, so we'll just keep it at 65 for this highway. And speed limit's going down to 65, so I chose the right thing. Oh, there's a cop there too. Interesting. I chose the right speed to cruise at. Just because I want to make sure I do maintain good fuel economy throughout the life of this truck. It doesn't change. It's not going to change as easily now because. Oh, this is not good. I'm cutting this guy off in my mirror. Cool, thank you. Because I wanted to let that truck in, and we didn't die. I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, this now that you have a couple thousand miles on the truck, the fuel economy is not going to change very easily. Slowing down for some reason. Because they're slowing down. Alright. You're able to do that. And get past without getting in an accident. In the back of my mind, I was afraid that someone was going to try to turn out on the highway, but they didn't. It would have been worse news if the truck to the right had stopped before the intersection, but they didn't. They kept going, so that was my cue. That could just keep on keeping on. Hard work ahead. That sucks. Speed's gone down to 55 question mark? 55, correct. Slow it down a little more, just in case. Ooh, new part of the road they're trying to build. Interesting. Oh, they're in the middle of destroying this beautiful intersection. That sucks. Alright, well. We're about to get off the highway and we're gonna explore part of this town. Well, we're gonna explore what it has. And not all the roads, but we're gonna see all the viewpoints and photos and stuff. I'm not too concerned about driving on all the roads. Not until the road trip thing comes out. But yeah. When it does come out, I'm wondering how that's gonna affect these mods. And because they're gonna have to get updated, and these profiles might temporarily be shut down depending on what happens. Green light, 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 green light. Yellow light? No! It's okay though. Just stay in the left lane. Alright. Cool, the light just turned green as we pause, so I'm gonna get a photo. The camera always has to spawn at the worst place. Cool. We got the corner of the truck in. Alright, now we got the green, so we're just gonna get the viewpoint that's over here. No, we're not turning. Oh, there's a train. That's sad. Oh, I can't even go through if I wanted to. I can't maneuver that. Maybe I could, but I'm not going to. Alright, you have plenty of... Alright, the train has plenty of space to go, so I'm not gonna get stuck. I've had that happen before on the map where the train just stopped in the middle of the street, and I lost a $200,000 job right at the end. On my very first profile. I've said this, I've talked about this before. Whether it's this profile or other profiles in the future, so I guess it's a good thing I'm saying it now. Alright. We gotta wait for him to go all the way up. Cool. Then we're going to turn left. That guy's gonna turn right. Oh, come on, truck. I love these transmissions. Right on the dirt. Cool. And there's this repair station. We're going there not for repairs, but for the viewpoint. We're going to keep ignoring the fact that the game wants us to turn around over there. And we're going to go get this. And now it's during daytime, so I'm sad that we missed the other viewpoint, but there's a hidden truck over there. Teaser? Question mark? Interesting. Probably could have put my emergency brake on, but especially at that angle. Well, the steering wheel's turned to the left, so trailer's not gonna get. I'm not gonna break myself on the trailer. Alright, well, cool. I'm going to check every 100 miles because I'm annoying. Alright, cool. I don't even want to look at the loan. Alright, I think I'm gonna be able to turn left here. Well, I could discover more road. What does GPS want? Yeah, it's more time efficient for the video because it's going to be a long video anyway. Let's go this way. And for that, it's going to be boring. Stretch, and then we'll be at Dodge City, right? I think? Yeah. A lot of boring stuff, boring stuff. That's just a recruitment agency. I'm not too worried about discovering that. That's right, there's the photo by here, so we'll take a photo in 3 hours, 3 in-game hours. And then we'll look at everything in Dodge City before we actually deliver the trailer. Alright. This looks like a city that would have a lot of work for me. I never even looked at the name of this. This is, where are we? In Tulsa, okay. Tulsa's got a lot going on. So if I find out that my destination is to Tulsa, I'll be happy because I can find work. Alright. We go. Let's have our left exit here. Oh, we're speeding. I shouldn't put cruise control on this turn because I'm gonna have to slow down a bit. Yeah, I see the bend on the GPS. And there's signs saying that I'll flip over if I don't do 25 miles an hour, and I'm doing 45. I was doing almost 50. And now I'm still doing 40. Slow down a bit more. We can swing 5 over. Let's see if we can pass that semi on the right illegally. No, the 55. Alright. Speed limit's gonna increase to 65. I'll probably hold the speed there for a little bit. Just past the other Cascadia. Hey, is that one like a... Oh no, it's just... I only see the single cabs or the 72-inch cabs. Alright, keep it at 65. Did that just say a minimum speed of 40? Interesting. But I'm gonna keep it at 65. And I think that, in this game, if you set the governor, it's at 65. I think most trucks have a governor at 65, so we might as well just have it at 65. Yeah, the speed limit's decreasing to 65, look at that. Oh, it's gonna lower more, yep, it's lowering more because tolls. So I don't like that our sleep schedule in the game is so messed up to where we're mostly driving at night, which is not ideal for discovering things. $12 out. And we paid the loan, and we have nothing else paying us. Just ourselves. Alright, let's get to 65. $65. Here we have an exit. Can we take it at 65? I think so. I have faith. I am losing faith slowly. It says 40. I'm scared. We'll do 55. How about that? Alright. Back to 65. We could have probably swung. There's a semi right here. We made it. No minimum speed, but we'll go 65. Actually, no. Let's go 60 now. Okay, since we're not, like, dangerously on any minimums. Because we got time, and because the progress of the profile doesn't lie so much in this. It lies more in, like, just the amount of jobs we get in, because I do one job per day. Going 5 miles an hour slower doesn't cost me an extra episode. It would only affect if, like, I had played the game for a whole day. But if I'm only doing one job per real life day, and only, like, every other day. Don't get me in trouble for going so slow. Okay, good. This is no minimum. Still scared. Sometimes. Let's look at our fuel economy up. Way stations, that's not good for fuel economy. I should probably use my eyes more, but if we look at this, and if we look at that sign, and if we look at that, we don't have to care. Minimum of 40 now. That's fine. If it goes to a minimum of 60, then I'll go back up to 65 for good measure. I've never gotten a fine for driving too slow. That's a very difficult type of fine to get. We do have tolls, so it's a good thing that we're already going slow. Yeah, we're gonna wanna slow down a little. Actually, no, because we are going through our easy pass. I don't care what it's called in game. It's easy pass. So. Start of toll road. We'll pay at the end of the toll road. I wonder how old this profile is gonna get. Hopefully when I build the new PC we don't lose it. If we do lose the profile, I'm probably gonna play the game. Of course, it'll be called Real Economy 4.0. I'll be very sad about the hardcore one. If I lose the hardcore one, though, I'm probably not gonna start it back up. I'll try to beat this first. But if I ever did lose this profile, I'd do this again. Hey, I just noticed 6.8 MPG. But I'd probably be more smart about the trucks I buy and just be a better driver. Because I could almost have the truck paid off by now, but I wrecked the first one, so. And instead of just continuing to drive that, I chose to get a different one. Yet I'm kind of happy with my choice. Could have gone through turn pass, but. I love how the GPS is panicking right now. Please, thank you. Goodbye, 6.8 MPG. This truck? I like it. I don't have to accelerate so quickly with the sky just driving so slowly. I can maintain my 6.8 MPG. Minimum 460 with a minimum of 40. Again to the next. Oh, I probably. Alright. A little bit of a mistake. There we go. We have a photo to take, and I think it's probably of the skyline. So. Of the beautiful manufactured skyline, I bet. Oh, I don't need to take this. That. I didn't need to get out of the lane, as I'm trying to say. But it's okay, because I'm gonna get the photo. Every single time, I have to move. Oh, I wasn't too far off, was I? Taking a photo of whatever this is, the group bank arena. Cool. Anyway, when you see the preview of this video, it's just going to be checking maintenance on my truck. And we'll keep it at 60, because that's the speed limit. What time is it right now? Okay. So now it's just the rest of the drive, and then we'll explore Dodge City. And then we'll deliver the load. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to us. Then we'll have $58,000. Oh, that's a red light. You guys see this up ahead? I don't like these. Not at all. Alright. Okay. There's no one to turn. Interesting. Oh! Here comes our green light. Flooring it prematurely. Cool. We're losing a race to a Honda Civic. It's a Type R, but still. That's faster than most cars I know. That's faster than almost every car within my social circle. Because it's a Civic Type R. Ooh, and a Viper, or is it SRT10, or whatever the Dodge Ram with the Viper engine is called. Also, I didn't say anything about, look at this beautiful Durango, this first gen Durango in front of us. I have a lot of nostalgia for those. They just sound amazing. No matter what engine, no matter what V8 engine it has, they all sound beautiful. I think the 4.7 specifically is what I have nostalgia for. However, I do wish that they'd drive more than 10 miles an hour under the speed limit like I am, so I could actually like stay in this lane. Like I know you have a 25-year-old Chrysler product that I love, but like I'm a semi truck that can go faster. You're just in my way, almost. Ever so slightly gaining on you. Please take the exit. They didn't take the exit. The Durango knew that I like those, so they just had to be there. Like, I feel like they're going just like like a quarter of a mile an hour slower, but it doesn't matter anymore because now there's a Chevy Tahoe. Yeah, Chevy Tahoe in between us. Well, that's a long line in front of us. Good thing we're not starved for time, at least. Still, 41. 41 and a 65. They're going a little faster now, so that's good. Not much, though. Let's go, we're 60 miles away. And speed limit's going down. I hear a train, unfortunately. Well, no railroads that I can see, so. Yuri was complaining about the speed going below the speed limit. Well, I've been going below the speed limit the entire time, and I immediately forgot that the speed limit had gone up to 40. It's now 65, so none of that matters. But anyway. Oh no, not a railroad. I think we heard the train already go by though. Let's just get off, get over this. Cool. Alright, now back to being a hypocrite and going below the speed limit. I think we're gonna solidify having 6.8 MPG though, so that's good. Curious to see what our actual whole trip MPG was. I know you flashed me because I had my high beams on, I just didn't turn them off, and I'm not sorry. See that car that was just passing by? Looks like we have a left turn and our speed limit's way decreasing. Oh. I don't need these. And the speed limit's going down to 30. this a four-way stop? Cross traffic does not stop. Well, I wish I could see. Cool. There's a bus and there's nobody, which is good because I already started going. I looked beforehand, but still. Alrighty then. Speed. Maybe a little bit faster. Even though I know my turn's coming up. Alright, we're about to enter Dodge City. We have a few things to discover to look at here. There will be more lights, so I will get that viewpoint in, since I'm going to also discover the dealership and get the photo opportunity. Alright. And I see our destination. Let's look at what we got here. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, I just didn't want to go on the grass and I missed the other turn. Wow. Please? I was not expecting that. Okay, good. I was not expecting that. I'm glad I didn't go on the grass because... Okay, good to know. There's a wall there. And you don't want to drive over it. Okay, I'd rather see this during the day, but that's nice. My heart is still above normal speed because of that. That was traumatic. Alright. I'm still scared. It's been 0 miles, so I have to check again. That was traumatic. I'm sure glad I didn't try to go in the grass. I probably could drive there. It's probably just those borders, but... So I was not expecting my truck to move like that. I definitely should let that guy go. And we have a dealership and a photo. I have to turn into this one. Another international one. Interesting. This area seems to love their internationals. Oh, interesting. I don't like that incline that was there. Can't sleep. You saw nothing. There's something weird going on the road here. Let's just be careful. I don't know how they managed to mess up that pavement, but they did. I'm not blaming the game, I'm blaming Dodge City. And then we have a photo opportunity. Oh, I see what we're photographing. 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 Alright. Then we have a left turn, and we will not have our light for a little while. So you might as well just engine brake and just coast. Cool. Please no trains. I love how that truck just has to sit there because they can't get caught on the tracks. Then they have to wait for the light. Oh, I don't like you. Oh, well, that's a slightly different one. Slightly different van. Of course, it couldn't be the same one, but as earlier. But I'm just going to blame it as such. So since we filled up, we've gone through another quarter of our tank, interestingly enough. But it's okay. We have to drive, so... Ooh. Humps. Also speed limit again. Increasing. Might as well floor it. Yeah, gotta get the green light. And... it's now yellow light and we missed. It's now red light. You scared. That reminded me. With that truck coming up so fast, that reminded me earlier today. I was just driving. I took a massive detour home because I wanted to just cruise. And I was at a stoplight, and I looked behind me, and this Jeep just comes flying, and I thought they were gonna rear end me, and they didn't. They stopped right in time. Like, and it wasn't even like on accident. And they just drive like that. They're like old, not quite elderly, but elderly. Elderly without being elderly. Elderly was, I mean, like elderly but young, like a young elderly. And they had their high beams on during the day. It was like, why are you like this? So then I took a different turn than I was going to because I was expecting them to take the other turn, and then they took the same turn that I wound up taking because I was afraid of them. So they took a different turn, to get away from them, and then they took the next turn, and then I went into a parking lot. Well, not a turnaround section, and then they finally drove by. I was like, cool. And I wasted my time trying to get away from them out of fear. And there's a lesson to be learned about that, but I'm not going to admit it or state it. Don't run from your problems because it'll cost you more. And don't procrastinate. And also, don't go out of your way because of fear. Because in the end, I just wasted my time more over nothing. Alright. Good enough? Alright, let's do the 631 miles today. Jobs are getting longer. Divided by 89.8, 7 miles per gallon. And we're almost leveled up. We now have $58,000 and a perfect truck. And we have made 6 days of payments on this, and still have paid off less than 1,000 off our loans, even though we've 197 times 6 equals 1,100, and we've taken off a little over half of that, which isn't great. Here's what it is. Soon, in a couple days, we will have gone down $1,000 in debt. And we can pay it off. And we are 16 grand away from paying off the smaller loan. And then we'll just have the bigger loan to worry about, which will take a while to pay off. Alright, well, enough of that before I let you guys go. Let's get a sneak peek at what our next jobs will be. Alright, so we have, this looks like the best bet for the toys. 35,000 pounds of toys from Dodge City to Hutchinson, Kansas. Only $442, but it's $3.07, so we might as well do it and then discover another city. I should probably buy these 2 states as well. Alright, well, that'll be it for today. I will see you guys later, and goodbye.